on those tables, or we have a unique identifier on those data. All right, so let's go ahead and quickly review VLOOKUP. So here is the VLOOKUP function. So use VLOOKUP when you need to find things in a table or arranged by row. So for example, you look up a price of an automotive part by part number, or find an employee name based on their employee ID. VLOOKUP is also used when you just need few information from a certain table or a certain range of rows. So let's go ahead and review the syntax. VLOOKUP, open parenthesis, lookup value, comma, table array, comma, column index number, comma, range num, and close parenthesis. So let's define one by one the parameters or arguments. So the lookup value is what you want to look up, or what you want to find or get from that particular set of rows or set of data or table. Table array is where do we want to look it up, or where do we want to find that particular data. Then column index number, it is the column number in the range where we are going to look for that particular data to be used. So it's the column number in the range containing the value to return. So for example, if we have three columns in a table, then what we need is the data on the third column. Then we will start counting from the first cell of the table down to, so we'll start from the first column, second, and then third. The data that we need is on the third, so our column index number is 3. We'll discuss it further once we have example. And then range num is the return. It's returning the approximate or the exact match. So it is indicated as 1 or 0. So if it's 1, it is true, or it is the approximate match. Or if it's 0, it's false, then we are needing the exact match. So let's use VLOOKUP in our examples, or just one table below. So I've prepared a table from here. This is just a simplified table, because normally if you use VLOOKUP, meaning we have a list, or we have a table that has a lot of information, and we just want 1, 2, or 3 information from there, or yeah. So to cut it short, or to summarize, or to get what we just need, then we use VLOOKUP, provided that we have that identifier, that unique identifier. Okay, so we have here our table. Our unique identifier is on the leftmost portion of our table. So how are we going to use VLOOKUP? We just have to make sure that when we are using VLOOKUP, our unique identifier is on the leftmost portion of the table. So here I prepared it. This is the product code. We have the product, and we have the price. So here I have what I want to show is, or say for example, we have a product and we want to find what the product name is and how much it is. It's very useful if, for example, our table has a very long list of information for products, prices, and codes. So the only information that we will be able to input or use is, for this example, is the product code. Now after entering the product code, I want to see the product and the price of that product. So we are going to use VLOOKUP here. So let's go ahead and use it. So equal sign VLOOKUP, our lookup value, which is the product code. Then I'm going to lock it and comma our table array. Our table array is this one. So from the very start, from the very first cell of the table, I'm going to select that until the last one, and I'm going to lock it and comma. Now, product, what I want to look for this particular row. So the column index for product is here. So first, second, third. So for this particular table array, we only have 3 columns, and the data that I want to show is on the second column. So my column index number is 2. And then I want to get the exact match of that particular product code. So I want to set it as false, or that is 0, and close parenthesis, enter. So currently, it's still NA because our lookup value is still blank. We will test it later on. Now, I also want to get the price of that particular product code. So I'm going to use VLOOKUP, open parenthesis. Our lookup value is still the product code, and I'm going to lock it, comma. My table array is the same. I'm going to lock it again, and my column index number, since now I want to show the price of that particular product code, and price is on the third column, so my column index number is 3. And then, of course, I want to get the exact match, and I put in 0, and enter, or rather close parenthesis and enter. Again, it's still showing NA because our product code is still blank. Now, let's try and enter a product code. So say we're looking for 011003. Enter. There you go. So it says that's product code 0110003 or 011003 is product orange and the price is 20. How about a different one? Say A11201, enter. Okay, now it updates. Product is apple and the price is 10. And let's try another one. B11001, and that is banana as a product and the price is 12. Now, how about if we enter a product code that is not on the original table or on our table array? What will it look like? So say C1101. Then it will return the error MA. Okay, so that's how we use the lookup. We'll practice more with a combination of all the things that we've learned from if, count if, sum if, and VLOOKUP on the next video. All right, so that's it for VLOOKUP, and I hope you learned something today. And if you do, please don't forget to like this video, and you might as well want to share it to help others. And also, please click on the notification bell to be able to receive updates. All right, and I hope you do subscribe to my channel. It's me, Mamia. Goodbye.